I don't know that it's your husband.
Yeah, it's one of the two. Okay, my brother-in-law, my husband.
Oh, the lady doesn't want you on the property. Channel 10. The lady wants everybody to leave.
Okay. What's the house number?
So everybody went over there and started shooting.
That's unbelievable.
They had seen Alina driving in her Jaguar. They had decided that she looked like a wealthy person. She looked like an easy target for them to rob.
It happened August 6, 1992, outside a beauty supply shop on Ponce de Leon in Coral Gables. Alina Falcon gunned down as she left the salon and headed for her car. In opening arguments today, prosecutor Catherine Vogel told the jury 3 men, including Charles Cheatham and his partner, nicknamed Seaman, tried to snatch Falcon's purse, but she resisted.
And this defendant jumps into her car, almost his whole body, so where the only thing that's hanging out are his legs. And he gets into a struggle with Alina over her purse. This defendant then said to Seaman, who was standing outside the Jaguar, "Shoot her, shoot her." That's exactly what Seaman did.
Defense attorney Ron Gaynor says Cheatham was not the trigger man and didn't want anyone hurt.
Charles Cheatham fled with the purse, yes. He was apprehended in Broward County 6 days later, yes. But the bottom line is he didn't use a firearm and he wasn't going to use a firearm on Alina Falcon. He made a conscious decision not to do so. That's why he's not guilty of first-degree murder.
Six bullets.
You heard 6 gunshots.
Yeah. After that, 3 more. Different gun.
3 more different shots.
And different gun.
And then you saw police bring out 3 wounded people.
All right.
We found 3 people had been shot. 1 is fatal, 2 are critical, and all have been transported to JMH. 1 person that was transported also was trying to escape the people who were shooting him. And in doing that, he fell and broke his hip. Okay?
No, we're talking more than 1 gunman at this point?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how many gunmen there are, but it was enough to create, 3 people getting shot and 1 hurting himself very badly.
Original report was a man on the roof firing.
I've heard it, but I don't know.
Allegedly, the people that were injured had recently drove up to the building. So I don't know if they had made it inside or if they were still out in front of the building at the time that the shooting occurred, whether the person walked up to them or whether someone shot from on top of a building. Those things just have not been determined.
One dead and 3 others injured.
The call came in as a sniper shooting. About 75 officers responded, barricaded the area, evacuated residents, and sent out a canine unit looking for suspects. We go now live to the scene where Eyewitness News reporter Connie Hicks has the very latest. Good morning, Connie.
Well, Peggy and Anna, if you've been describing, this has been a wild and exciting night, and certainly not in the positive sense. We are on Northwest 37th Avenue. We are about 1.5 miles or so east of Miami International Airport. It's too dark right now to see down at the end of 37th Avenue here, but there is a warehouse. Shortly after 9 o'clock last night, there were probably gunmen. Police believe there was more than 1 person on the roof of a warehouse at the end of the street. He or they fired at 4 men that pulled up into a car. We know this much. 3 of the men have been injured. One man has been killed. SWAT team responded shortly after 9 o'clock. You see them on the buildings of the warehouse after the calls came in. The firing had already begun by then. As we said, 3 men were injured. One has been killed. Names have not been released except for one of the first injured who was hit in the stomach. He is Daniel Zamora. He is said to be in good condition. There was no other information on the dead man or the other 2 who were injured. One, we were told, was injured when he fell trying to escape and injured his hip. Police closed off 112. There was a massive traffic jam. They spent up until the mid-morning hours looking for the gunmen, or who they believe are the gunmen, trying to find them. They have not found the person who did this. And so consequently, at this point, now 6 o'clock in the morning, we don't know why the shooting began. Witnesses who were here at the time said they heard at least 9 shots ringing out.
6 bullets.
You heard 6 gunshots.
Yeah, after that, 3 more, different gun.
3 more different shots.
And different guns.
And then you saw police bring out 3 wounded people.
All right.
We found 3 people had been shot. 1 is fatal, 2 are critical, and all have been transported to JMH. 1 person that was transported also was trying to escape the people who were shooting him. And in doing that, he fell and broke his hip. Okay?
No, we're talking more than one gunman at this point?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how many gunmen there are, but it was enough to create, 3 people getting shot and 1 hurting himself very badly.
Original report was a man on the roof firing.
I've heard it, but I don't know.
Allegedly, the people that were injured had recently drove up to the building. So I don't know if they had made it inside or if they were still out in front of the building at the time that the shooting occurred, whether the person walked up to them or whether someone shot from on top of a building. Those things just have not been determined.
And one other thing that has not been determined and apparently is largely speculative, but police have said that there is a possibility, and why there is a possibility we don't know, that somehow this shooting may have something to do with an upcoming drug trial of Willie, Falcon, and Sal Magluta. They are sort of colorful figures in town who are facing a large multi-count indictment for drug trafficking. In the past few years, 5 of the witnesses involved in that trial have been shot at, 2 of which have died. Why police think that there may be, and they are stressing maybe, some connection between the shooting at this aircraft modular parts warehouse here and that trial, we don't know yet, but we hope to find out. Police indeed are still on the scene, back down the street, working on it. They are also waiting for daylight to continue their search for the gunmen. This is Connie Hicks reporting live from Miami, near Miami International Airport.
Okay.
Well, Peggy and Anna, is beginning to look less and less like a sniper scene. At least police are working on the assumption that it perhaps was an ambush and that it may be linked to a very controversial and colorful upcoming drug trial, the trial of Willie Falcon and Sal Magluta, 2 sort of colorful characters that have been indicted and are sued to stand trial on a $2.1 billion cocaine trafficking charges. In the past few years, 5 witnesses in that case have been shot at. 3 have died. One of the victims that was shot at last night is the younger brother of yet another key prosecution witness. Around 9 o'clock last night on Northwest 37th Avenue, we're about a mile from Miami International Airport, a gunman or gunmen fired at 4 men that had pulled up in a car. We are told that 3 men have been injured. 1 man has died. Police cordoned off the highway. They cordoned off the area around here for hours looking for the gunman or gunmen. They are not sure which. They have found no one. But apparently one of the men injured is Ray Cruz. He is the younger brother of Lazaro Cruz, who we are told is a key prosecution witness in this upcoming drug trial. As we said, there